G'day, Groovers. Why does this have been live for 30 seconds when I haven't actually hit the go live button to when it was at 32 seconds? Timer is whack. It's a miserable grey day. Well, it's not miserable. Well, it's cold. It's only 8 degrees, but it's a bit gloomy, a bit grey. I'm just driving home and thought if anyone wants to hang out, come hither and hang. I don't have anything to talk about, so this could be a really boring live. In fact, it's almost guaranteed. But should anyone appear and they have something they wish to discuss, well, this is the place. I'll host the space and you can populate it with things. So let's hit the road, Jack. Hey, Crystal Dawn, how are you? Have you got something? Because I got nothing. I just came and got my niece's birthday present, and I was actually looking for a lattice cutter for pastry, but they didn't have any. And I just grabbed a few bits and pieces. I'm going to Adelaide in a week for a week, and I'm going over to meet all the people that I work with, but I'm also going over to celebrate my best friend in Adelaide's 50th birthday. So I'm buying little Tasmanian things. Hey, Shino. It's started miserable and wet here, but the sun's made an appearance. We're just driving home. We're just driving home. It's only 8 degrees. There's a bit of blue sky over there in the distance. Oh, yeah, the bloody fireworks. See, obviously, July the 4th here, we don't have, but we do have fireworks nights as well, and animals. Oh, shoot, hang on, I better pull over. Definitely got to pull over. Our animals freak out too, obviously, with fireworks, but the only thing significant about July the 4th for me is it's my friend. There we go. Oh, now I've turned myself off. It's my friend Beck's birthday, so when I get home, I've completely locked myself out of my phone. Just give me a sec. I have to do the pin and everything sideways. It's all a bit much on a Sunday. Well, no, it is a Sunday. I nearly said it's only Saturday. You don't know me at all. Bring your umbrella. See, look, it looks like it's going to rain here, but it hasn't. It's just really overcast. But yeah, it's my friend Beck's birthday, so I'll put the kettle on when I get home, make a cup of tea, and give her a call, sing a happy birthday in my dulcet tones. Yeah, there is an Aussie independence type day. It's called Australia Day, but it's pretty controversial because it's on January the 26th, which was actually the day the settlers invaded Australia. So, not just and not all of our Indigenous population, but a lot of our Indigenous population refer to it as Invasion Day. And a lot of things are being moved from that date because but that would be the Australian equivalent of the 4th of July. But yeah, a lot of things are being moved and there's a big push to move it to a completely different date. It is all too much for a Sunday. It feels like Saturday to me because I normally go to the farmers market it's only once a month, the one at Brim Creek down near where I live. And I normally go to it and it was today. So I kind of feel like Like last night, I was like, yeah, I'll go. And then I was like, why are you going? You're about to go away for a week. Don't go and buy a heap of fresh veggies when you've really only got to feed yourself for 5 more days. And I've got so much food at home I need to cook anyway. So other than just going down there and grabbing a coffee and wandering around and smiling at people, there was no point. I decided to start doing some other shopping to things I need to take with me to Adelaide instead. But my mission to get a pastry lattice cutter, I have failed. That is the most dramatic thing that will happen to me today, I think. Oh, I can't read that message shown on now. I'm sort of on the freeway. Don't forget, guys, you can yell at me in caps, and if you do shorter sentences, I'll be able to read them. I'll pull up down at one of the beaches and have a chat for like 20 minutes before I head home. I think I can see your birthday's the 24th, and that's as far as I can read without putting myself in danger. I am back in the Suzuki, yes. It's got a new clutch kit. Um, I've actually decided to keep the Suzuki and not buy the Hyundai because I've just spent um, nearly 2 grand on this car. It's got new tires, a new battery, and a new clutch, like a whole new clutch kit. So yeah, Harris Scarp. I couldn't be bothered going into town. I went as far as Cambridge Park, which is sort of like a big shopping centre near the airport. Um, I'll just be creative with a knife. I'm making, that's actually for tomorrow. My sister's coming to stay tomorrow night just to get a bit of a, she's stayed at my house lots of times, but she's actually house sitting for me and looking after Sunny for the week that I'm in Adelaide. So she's going to come down tomorrow night for dinner and stay the night and just do a bit of a, um, a bit of a recce on the house, just a few things like the heating and that sort of stuff. It's all very straightforward. But it was really cute too because Sunny loves head massages. We're starting to have weekend sleep. Well, I call them sleep-ins, but basically I get up and give her breakfast because we wake up very early. I get up and give her brekkie and then I make a cup of tea and I go back to bed and she comes and I grab my book and just read for like an hour in bed. And she comes back and lies on my chest and it's all about the head massages. So Ange actually said she wants to learn how to give Sunny head massages. That's her main reason for sleeping over. Um, gonna stay basic. Oh, you mean with my car? But I love my car. Oh, so the thing with my car is I I wouldn't expect to make back the 2 grand I've just spent, was 1,780 or something, but I wouldn't expect to make that money back by selling it. But it sort of makes sense to me now that my car is like zippity doo dah, like everything's done except for a little dent in the back. Um, and also I've got a bit of paint on it, like someone was spraying something and my car got a bit of overspray on it. So I want to get a really good buff and polish. But like I'm not expecting to get that money back, but I kind of feel like I should get my 2 grand's worth and then sell it, in a year or two, maybe 2 years. Joey Wilson, g'day. Hey, Tori, I need your help. All right, well, I'm doing 40 at the moment for the next minute or two, so this is your time. Joey Wilson, what help do you need, Groover? Yeah, it is sweet. You don't know me that, yeah, Angie's priority. It's not about the heating or the remote for the telly or anything like that. She just wants to know how to give Sunny a head massage. I said, look, she'll love the Auntie Angie version anyway, but um, it'll be fun. So tomorrow night I'm making these. Oh shit! Oh shit! I've just blocked the roundabout. That's really uncool. What's with all this traffic on a bloody Sunday anyway? Um, I'm going to make these salmon. They're really yummy. It's like it's salmon and egg and cream. You sort of do this creamy mix and rice, and then you cook it inside puff pastry. Um, and I think in the past, in the absence of a lattice cutter, I just Googled how to make a pastry lattice without a lattice cutter. So I think in the past I've just done like sort of pastry strips and just kind of latticed it myself, if you know what I mean. But Joey, I'm nearly out of the 40 zone and you need my help. Sounds urgent. What's going on, Griever? I'm actually live tonight. I might bring it, pardon me, I might bring it a bit earlier, bring it forward a bit. I'm making it's really easy and yummy, according to my friend Andrew. I thought I'd actually made this recipe before, but when I had a look at it, I'm like, yeah, I think it was a similar one, but it's different. Like I've made a red lentil yogurt and lemon soup, but this is a curried lentil and coconut one that he made the other day. It's a Yoshimoto and he's like, so friggin' good. So it won't be the most exciting live, but I'm trying to do some shorter cooking lives as well and just trying to chat about cooking rather than all the other stuff, which is why I've gone live now. In case anyone, I had some salmon sashimi for lunch and I'm getting like, not burpees, but it's not repeating. It's just, yeah, my stomach's loving it, I think. Okay, Joey's responded. I'll have a look when I get into the slower bit of Sorrel. I put myself on camera and still get told I'm a light. What? What the? That makes no sense. Are they implying the person on the screen was a ventriloquist and you're in the background somewhere doing the voiceover? So I'll make this salmon and egg and rice pastry thing tomorrow. I'll film it because I mean, if Angie's around, I'll get her to actually hold the camera. But it's really, really yummy. And the soup tonight will be really easy. But I thought, yeah, we'll just do some shorter lives and have a bit of a chat. So I might move it forward a little bit. Oh, I can read now, Joey. Go on, girl. Hello. Hey, gorgeous. I haven't seen anyone for a while. I haven't been live. I didn't feel like going live last week. Cherie's funeral and little gatherings that we had before it and after it. Like, it's just been a really personal time and very quiet time because it's just one of those deaths that just didn't make any fucking sense at all. Um, like no sense. So yeah, and work got a bit crazy. I had to make up the day that I went to the funeral, and I worked later to the end of the week, which I don't normally do, and it was all a bit much. But anyway, thanks, Gone Girl. I feel bad saying this, but when I had been there, Bertie and Cherie were all terminally ill. Um, Unfortunately, you know that time is going to come, right? And then obviously Biscuit dying as well. But yeah, I think hopefully there'll be a bit of a break because it's just losing three girlfriends in a 6 month period is pretty tough, especially two very close girlfriends. Cherie's husband is my best friend's brother, and they're a very tight knit family and Polish as well. So if any of you have friends who are Polish, you'll know that if you're a friend of a Polish kid, then the parents adopt you as one of their kids as well. So we're all pretty close. And in fact, it was Cherie and Anthony who had this car for about 6 months or 9 months a couple of years ago because I had a work car as well. Some of you may remember back then, but yeah, so but I mean, what can you say? 32 years of age, a 7 year old and a 5 year old, like it's just fucked, absolutely fucked, and terribly, terribly sad. Um, and it kind of just left everyone feeling very, very numb. One of the only good things about it was from her diagnosis to her death, it was long enough for her little daughter to actually have memories of her now, which is beautiful. Like Estella won't just know about her mum through all of us. She'll actually have her own memories too. So that's pretty special and testament to the fight that Cherie put up. But yeah, some of these deaths, these younger people, there's just no rhyme or reason at all. But Joey, back to your comment about camming up and still being called a liar. Who called you a liar? Do you want me to go kick him in the clacker for you? Because I will. So if you feel like making a bit of soup with me later, the recipe is actually linked in the description. Yosham, bless him, it's from his book Simple, and he's all for using like lentils out of a tin, and he's there's no fucking around. He's like it's comfort food that you can whip up. I've actually bought split red lentils because I couldn't get any tinned red lentils. I could stop at the shop down near where I live and just run in and see if they have any red lentils in a can. But now I've got the dried ones. They should be fine. Hopefully, I don't have to cook them for 3 hours. They're pretty small, and I think the soup sits on the stovetop for like 20 minutes on a fairly high heat. So I reckon they'll be okay. If not, my soup will have a bit of crunch to it. I've got to tell you guys though, I made carrot cake muffins yesterday with a cream cheese blob in the middle and then a spiced honey glaze on top. They were the best muffins I have ever made. Um, they were so light and fluffy and divine. I did have one this morning for morning tea just to see what they're like a day old, and they've firmed up a lot more. They're still delicious, but they were incredible fresh yesterday. So really easy recipe too. So if you feel like having a crack at them and you've got people coming over and you want to do it for like afternoon tea or whatever, try and eat them all. I mean, they're not bad. I've saved some. My sister wanted me to save her some, so I've saved her some for tomorrow. But I think what I'll do is pop them in the oven and just warm them up again and make another batch of the spiced honey glaze to pour over it. Emily, hello. I'll pull over down at the beach in a minute. We can have a bit of a chat. Your messages are being deleted. I've asked you 3 times a question. Huh. I'm on StreamYard, so I can't see what's happening on YouTube. Is it Google moderator, do you think? Oh, shit. It's a bumpity road. When I was little, our driveway was a dirt driveway that went up to our house, and I used to call it the bumpity road. That distillery. Oh, that distillery is open. I'm going to give. Georgie doesn't watch my YouTube channel, but my friend in Adelaide, I'm putting together like a little basket of all these gourmet Tasmanian things like truffle, not chocolate truffles, but like the fungus truffle, salts and mustards and an actual truffle, and a little of Tassie gin as well. Oh, the carrot cake muffins were incredible. All right, Joey, I won't. Uh, I've just gone Black Sandy Point. We'll stop down there. But yeah, those carrot cake muffins were insane. They were so light and fluffy. They have firmed up, like I said, but when Ange is down tomorrow, I'm just going to warm them up in the oven and do another honey glaze, which spiced honey glaze, which was literally half a cup of honey, half a teaspoon of mixed spice, and I think a tablespoon of water. And you just boil it up, like get it really. But I heated it up and got it bubbling, and then I just switched off the element, and it thickened. But it's incredible, and it's basically just honey with a bit of a spice in it. Sorry, my bracket's munted. It's all happening. But God, they were good. And yeah, the big blob of sweetened cream cheese in the middle was delish. Although, if I make them again, and I will because they're a winner, um, I'll actually use Philadelphia cream cheese. I tried the Coles, which is an Australian supermarket chain, Coles. I tried the Coles cream. So yeah, soup today I'll make. I'm going to try and film as much cooking as possible. Like even if I just do weeknight, even suppers like scrambled eggs or something, I'm just going to start filming as much as I can. I've got to think about cameras though because my webcam has started pulsing when I'm in the kitchen, and I don't think it likes having to focus in on a concrete bench top or something. I don't know, but I can't stop it from pulsing. And then I can go from my phone, but yeah, I'm not sure if I might start looking around and see if I can get. I'd really like a decent tripod for the phone too, for the camera too. Like the ones that I've got are all a bit kind of munted and haphazard now. They're not very reliable. Oh, Emily, you've got to watch the muffins. Like even if you speed it up, they're so easy too. Like if I hadn't have gone, like this is the thing with the cooking. Like I like how does Sandra Ruchek go live cooking something for like 20 minutes? I faff around and chat, and she chats to people when she's live, but her shit's all like done. And you know, an hour and 20 minutes later, but it's giving people the impression these things take forever to cook, I reckon. And also, I don't know if, um, if people on the cooking stuff want to sit through an hour and 20 minutes to listen to a recipe that, like those muffins, I could have made them and cooked them in 45 minutes max. See if you can manually set it. There's nothing on it, like there's no switches or dials or focus, like there's nothing on it. And in terms of the settings on my computer when it's connected, they're really basic. There's no sort of adjust anything. The little Logitech. I might just spend a bit of time Googling and see what is causing it. But I think it just doesn't like looking down at the bench top. I don't know. But this little sort of pulsating thing. I might do a live from home with it set up like I usually do and see if it. I'm just trying to think. I had a meeting the other day, a Zoom meeting, and I used it and nobody commented on me pulsing. So I think it's something to do with the short range and my bench top, maybe. Um, anyway, my cooking is rustic, so the technology can be rustic as well. The production, but yeah, those muffins are the bomb. And that's another thing I learned from Yoshim Ottolenghi was when you make something and it's the best version of that thing you've ever made, then stop trying different versions. So, like, if you find the perfect roast chicken recipe, just keep making that. Don't try other ones because when it becomes your perfect favourite dish, it's unlikely you'll cook anything that'll be better than that. So, with muffins, I will never ever make another recipe for a carrot cake muffin because these ones are the best. Yeah, I think it's struggling too, but like I was doing the usual sort of hand up and pull it back down. I was lowering it, raising it. I tried so many different things. I had a guy majorly tailgating me then, so I slowed right down to piss him off. Um, yeah, it just doesn't seem to like. Oh, look, the little puppy. That little girl in her green parka. Oh my God, I loved parkas when I was little. All right, Joe, brace yourselves. We're nearly there. I don't know why your comments are being deleted. That's Google moderator is a prick, from what I've been told. There's my favourite house in Dodgers Ferry after mine, that little black and white one just there on the left. So cute. Actually, the girl that has the Sirens coffee van, Sarah, who makes the most amazing food and coffees, I went and got a coffee from her the other day and she's like, oh my God, Tori, you live in my second favourite house in Dodgers. And I was like, oh, and she's like, yeah, we drove up the street the other day and you were coming out through the front door when your car was out the front. I'm like, that bitch lives there. And I said, what's your favourite one? And she said, oh, there's a little black and white one. And I said, oh my God, down on the waterfront at Sandy Point. And she's like, yeah. And I said, yeah, it's my favourite too. Anyway, we're both on the list for if that woman ever wants to sell it. But I think when I went and met her, like she was out the front, and when I said to her, can you add me to the list? I think I was 32, but Sarah said the other day that there's like 47 or 57 people on the list. Oh, sweet dreams in your new home, Emily. The move is over. God, it's such a drag, isn't it? It feels like you've been moving forever. How exciting. I hope you sleep like a log and have an amazing night, first night. Everyone throw up yellow hearts for Sunny and for Emily, her first night in her new house. Very exciting. Hey, Mandy Hall, how you doing? All right, I'm just going to wait and see what Joey Wilson comes back with. How are you doing, Mandy Hall? What have you been up to? So yes, I've decided to keep the Suzuki and not buy the Hyundai for many reasons. This car just had made the first bit of major mechanical work done on it since I bought it 13 years ago, and I kind of feel like it's false economy. Like I wouldn't try to recoup the money I've just spent on it by selling it. But I think I should just, now that it's running perfectly, it's like, why get rid of it? And the Hyundai's got a blind spot that I really didn't like. Neither did Scotty. We all matter, Australia. It's not letting me talk, Tory. Is this you too, Joey, or is this someone else? Mandy Hall, you've been busy in the gut. Nice. Hey, Morgan. Um, Morgan, that soft six episode with you is so funny. I get why you were cringing and everything, but you really shouldn't. That was so funny. If any of you haven't seen the latest soft six episode, I uploaded it on my Smooth Criminal podcast channel. Um, it's the ripper. Morgan reads the Nigerian scammers role. Let people know I'm me and not other Aussie people. I monster chick. This is making me sick. Oh, so okay. I think I know what you're saying. So Joey M. Wilson is not Space Monster. Um, Apparently, though, if you've got an Australian accent, then you're every Australian creator that has a vagina or a penis. Because I was not accused because, it didn't bother me. People thought I was NewsTubers Live. And then I actually went up on her panel to say that I'm not NewsTubers Live, and people were still saying it. So then I did a live saying, okay, confession time, I am NewsTubers Live. But people didn't listen to it. They just saw the headline. So then NewsTubers Live contacted me and said, can you change your title? Because I'm getting trolled now and people think I'm you. I just, I don't want to make comments about the intelligence of people on YouTube, but I really do wonder sometimes. I really do. I was sitting up on her panel with her. We both sound very different. In fact, NewsTubers Live sounds a bit like being there to me and to Mel Mel too. Oh, no, you shouldn't be embarrassed, Morgan. It was gorgeous. And did you listen to it? Because I think Chili Cha Cha's barking in it, or is that a different dog? I can't remember, but there's a dog barking in the background at your place, Morgan. And I thought, oh, if that's Chili Cha Cha, that's actually really cute. I just look like a loony. Dave's a fuckwit. He said I was her to sway off the real topic. Dave. Oh, not bloody Chris Watts 24/7 channel, Dave. What's his name? Doing the dishes with Dave? What the fuck is his name? People are silly, Morgan. We should never, ever, ever overestimate human beings. Underestimate everyone and then be pleasantly surprised. I just look like a loony. I couldn't listen, but I will. Oh, you were house sitting. Yeah, I had a feeling. And to be honest, the dog didn't sound like a chili cha cha dog bark. It sounds like I don't know, like a little, not a little, like a medium sized black dog. I can't even think of a breed, like a little. I don't know. I'm thinking of non-Australian dogs. It sounds like a blue heeler kind of bark, or a what do you guys call them? Australian sheepdog, cattle dog, Australian cattle dog. Don't give him a shout out. Fuck him. Yeah, well, doing the dishes with Dave, we'll call him. Uh, that's a good name for a channel, actually. Fuck it. Doing a dump with Dave. Chili was too lazy to bark much. Oh, bless Chili. An English Shepherd. Okay, yeah. Is that kind of the same size as a German Shepherd, but just with an English accent? Bugger. So it wasn't Chili Chacha. Because I did have a moment of, oh my God, is that Chili? But it didn't sound like a little pug bark at all. No. Um, well, look, the thing is, Joey, I get that it would be giving you the absolute friggin' shits, but what you need to do is get yourself up on a panel that Space Monster is on at the same time, just to prove you're not her. You know, that's the only. Well, the thing with NewsTubers was when I went on her panel, people in chat were saying, "Oh, so NewsTubers isn't Tory." Like there was I don't know if it was a rumor or I mean, not that many people know me on YouTube, but there was speculation that I might have been NewsTubers. But going up on a panel with her, even after I did that, that's when the rumors got even more full on that I was her. It's like, huh, what? So maybe it won't help. He came straight on panel and told people I told him to, you know what, as in die. I tried with MRB last night, deleted. Huh? Oh, so in her chat, you tried to say I'm not Space Monster and you got deleted? Even when I show my face, I get told I'm a liar. Yeah, I honestly think the best way to do it is to somehow find yourself up on panel with the other person just so that you can dispel that rumor. But like I said, it didn't work for everyone with me and NewsTubers. It wasn't that big a deal. The only thing that bugged me was that she said she'd got trolled, and so I changed the headline because people clearly can't, you know, not everyone's fluent in sarcasm. Space Monster. Yeah, is that the live that the Xanadu's come from, or the with her singing Xanadu? I don't know that not that many people are subscribed to Hartley, but I really like Hartley's channel. I don't know why. Hartley's only got like 500 subscribers. Hartley should have heaps more. It's kind of funny. I've completely unsubscribed from so many creators. I was chatting about it yesterday when I was cooking, and it's kind of like they're not uplifting, they're not inspiring, and they're not even worth a pinch of poo, half of them. And I'm like, I've given them enough of my time. So I'm listening to so many different things now. I'm getting into a few podcasts. I'm about to start listening to Unread. Have any of you listened to that podcast? It's a podcast that this guy has done based on he had a friend who ended his life and sent out emails to people beforehand. And there was a link at the bottom of the email that said something like, "This is Alice's story," or something like that. Anyway, this guy was a massive Britney Spears fan and was in all these Britney Spears fan groups and started connecting with this girl called Alice, who apparently sounds and laughs exactly like Britney. And there's a theory that this Alice girl is actually Britney Spears chatting with all of her fans. So I'm going to listen to that. I think it's only 4 parts, and it's called Unread. I might have been you, actually, Joey, who put me onto Hartley with the Laura and the horse. Um, She was on MRB Space Monster, but I just get. Well, Space Monster hasn't come into my chat for a long time, but she has before. Maybe she'll appear one day. Uh, I'm really not that interesting to. Did you know that my subscribers haven't budged since I didn't, like, I haven't done any more drama community connected lives? In fact, I lost 10 subscribers and now my subscriber count hasn't budged for like maybe a month. I mean, not that I care. I'm not saying I want more subs, but it's proving what we all knew and suspected. Like, it's ridiculous. Guaranteed, if I went live with a headline about Molly or doing the dishes with Dave or Space Monster or anyone, you watch, my subs will go boom again. Pinch of poo, exactly. I do not lie. I do not shit behind the scenes. I take my honesty and loyalty very seriously. Hence why it's making me sick. Well, Joey, I, d- I don't know how else you can do it. You can prove it unless you do somehow get up on a panel with Space Monster. Or if you do a live yourself and put Space Monster in the title, and hopefully she will rock up, and then she can verify that you're not her, and then it's done. And if people still believe it, I mean, look at the shit that I had to go. I ended up on bloody AD's channel, braless, hadn't brushed my hair or my teeth first thing in the morning to defend my friend Karen, who they kept identifying full name, everything, not just on his channel, but other channels as well. And she wasn't even in court that day. People like drama, unfortunately. Yeah, it's so true, Mandy. SR hates SM. I've been on a panel with SR. Hey, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, those carrot cake muffins. Oh, my God. When you get your oven, that's the first thing you got to bake. Oh, my God. Uh, oh, so a live chat check. So maybe that's where Joey's messages were. SR. I asked SR. Oh, save Robbie. He said he would. He did nothing. I think he's probably got a bit going on in his world at the moment. I had to unsubscribe from everyone. I just it's I've talked about years ago. I talked about how YouTube, the community we were all in, was like this dive bar, and everyone's just sort of in the dive bar, commingling all the time. And there's a whole city full of bars and cafes and rooftop gin bars. And why the fuck are we all hanging out in the same old dive bar with the sticky carpet, right? Well, the dive bar is like, it doesn't exist on my YouTube map anymore. They're all still there, all sort of swinging fists at different people every day of the week and buddies. You know, one night they're all shagging in a corner, and the next day they're all fighting and fighting out the back in the car park. I can't keep up, and I don't want to. I don't want to. They're not funny or interesting anymore. I go back and look at some really early YouTube stuff and back in the day, and I thought, what a great, like, there was so much fun shit that went on. It was addictive, but I just, no, don't care. I'm finding all sorts of other channels that I'm really enjoying. I've got to say, though, I've got to have a break from Sandy Ruchek's cooking channel too, because I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack watching it. There's a lot of fried stuff and a lot of pastry, and she's got, lean men in her life. They obviously work their asses off and burn it off. But I just wanted to cook some veggies. No offense, Sandy. Your Italian food's unbelievable, but I just want something with a bit of. I don't want anything with mozzarella. I want something with fucking asparagus or a Brussels sprout or something. I only asked him because he saw me go off on MGL live. God, Joe, you've been all over the place. You've been busy. Uh, Exactly. Morgan has summed it up. Even if you prove who you are, people will think you're who they want to think you are anyway. It's just the way it is. Hey, cuz. Oh, look, I don't know much at all. I got nothing. Sonny was sound asleep on my bed when I left the house to go and do some shopping. I'm going to head soon. I've got to go home and make a cup of tea and call my friend Beck. It's her birthday. I really try to be funny, but when I get told I'm a liar, it gets to me. Sorry for the thanks for the chat and listening. Well, Joey, this is the thing, right, with YouTube. You've got to think about who is calling you a liar, and you've got to think about how stupid they are to think that you're somebody else. Like, if anyone was curious, they're like, oh, I wonder if it's the same person as Space Monster. Wouldn't you play your voice and then a bit of hers and go backwards and forwards and be like, nah, different people? So I get it, like I do. And there was a time on YouTube that I used to get a bit frustrated and take things personally too. But I've gotten to a point where it's kind of like if you're going to dip your toes into that whole world, everything becomes a scandal, a drama. There are so many paranoid creators. People are suspicious, and there's good reason for people to be suspicious in some respects. For example, the whole Diane's channel thing has made people super wary when it comes to donating and stuff. Oh, they even said Space Monster was your mum. Your mum died. See, that is awful. Um, they also said that Molly Golightly was Laura's mum, and Molly Golightly's younger than Laura. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, it. I know where you're coming from. It's hard. I got upset because somebody thumbs down my memorial live to Julie, my friend Julie, right? And other tributes I've done to other friends as well. And I don't really do tributes now on there because it's kind of like, well, you guys didn't know them. I mean, I did one for Biscuit, but I'm not going to go live and do these whole sort of pour my heart out anymore because it's the thumbs down that were getting to me. And it's like, so, some things I just process with my friends in real life now. Mandy Hall, oh my God, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And Pound too, my God, I'm probably loaded now. Oh, hang on, no, I won't be. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Scout Inquirer. I agree with you, Morgan. They are trying to get under your skin, Joe, and they do that, and they just nitpick, and it's just like this little thing going on and on. And I guess you have to. I mean, I've got hideous anxiety now that I didn't have when I first came to YouTube. It wasn't caused by YouTube; it was caused by my burnout. But I've got two choices. I can either let it get to me or I can just think about the source and who it is. And if it's not somebody that I am not personally connected to or I don't have any affiliation with or I don't have as a friend, that's spilled offline, then I don't care because they're not necessarily, I mean, there's usually two reasons why they're doing it. One is the whole sort of be sensationalistic for your listeners and your subs and just come out with all this batshit crazy stuff. And the other one is just to chip away at other people that are doing stuff on YouTube that they don't like. But you've just got to think about who it is that's saying this stuff and then just go, well, that person is nothing to me, so I can't let it bother me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I am Marie. Well, who'd block you? But the other thing I found is with me was I just got sick of not, well, especially after the Jays for Justice stuff, I got sick of not being able to have a right of reply about things that had been going on. And then all these other mods became ex-mods as well, and we had that sort of moment in time where we all got to speak. And then there was the Hello Starlight playing a bit of my live. I got a bit of unwanted attention from that. And then there was what else did I get vocal on recently? But I mean, I actually actively chose to speak about those things, so I was expecting backlash. Like, even if you did a Hartley video type thing, a little comedy thing, you're going to get reamed. It doesn't matter what you do. But I also had a heap of people watching my channel who haven't been back since because I don't talk about it anymore. But like I said, guaranteed, if I did a live as soon as I got home and I put 10 different creators' names, I'd probably have 500 people watching. And I would expect backlash from some of them. Who did I just see roll in? Was it Will? Let's check on. Hi, Will. I realised someone blocked me the other day. I don't even know them. Guilty by association. Yeah, that happens too. So, Joey, look, it sucks, but there are ways to disprove it. But even if you bring some kind of way to disprove it about, people are still going to believe their own bullshit anyway. And I don't know if it's because they're simpletons or if it's because it's all about the views. And if you can be a bit, salacious, you'll get more people watching and talking. But at the end of the day, you're not hurt, right? So who gives a fuck what doing the dishes with Dave thinks? Hey, Sticks, it's a bit overcast today, but it is beautiful. It's a nice setting. I think Joey might have gone. I think I was just coming out with some superb advice that she may not have heard. Come back, Joey. Joey, come back. Oh, good. Dave did what he did to sway from me saying his channel was full of shit, and that fucking letter sent me over the edge. I know it affects you, but I'm trying to give you ways of not being so affected because I used to be too. But my whole point was the shows that I did this year that I was talking about specific creators brought a lot of people to my yard, and there was a fair bit of aggro under some of my lives and people clearing the air and telling me I was wrong, and even worse, I mean, God, the whole AD or the AD thing, the shit I got from that was insane. And I still get it. I still get people commenting on a live I did about Molly Golightly 3 fucking years ago. Thanks, Sticks. Oh, the muffins I did yesterday are the bomb. I was going to try and edit the video and upload it to the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, but I think I'll just keep going live on both channels, and then I really just don't have the time to do the editing. If I could work out, Anne-Marie, you were going to show me how to download a video from YouTube onto my phone, because I have got an editing suite on my laptop, but it's really fancy, and I'm kind of the Power Director app on my phone. I'm really au fait with it now, so I want to be able to download a YouTube live to my phone and edit it on that. I think everyone's doing well, except for Joey. Sticks. You got to wrap Joey in a bit of love. I just feel like people would rather listen to lies. They do, Joey. Would rather listen to lies than the truth. They do. They want the scandal. They want the juice. This is what I'm saying. Like, my subscriber count shot up significantly, especially after the reply to Hello Starlight. And then a heap of them fell off pretty quickly. And ever since I stopped talking about YouTube creators, my subscribers haven't budged. And I don't mind. Like, let me reassure people, I'm happy with that. I don't want 10,000 subscribers because I go live bitching about people. But I know that if I wanted 10,000 subscribers, that's what I would have to do. Yeah, Morgan's wiser than me on this. She's summing things up perfectly. They listen to whatever is the better story for them, regardless how it affects others. Correct. Oh, you've got some 4th of July celebrations that sound pretty good, Will the Rocker. Hot dogs. You got cousins and aunts coming. How lovely. You see a bird flying? I think it's flown by now. Thanks, Anne Marie. We'll have to work out how you can show me because it'll just make life so much easier. Or I just need to spend a bit of time actually. I understand because I'm on a laptop at work or like on a computer at work with, double screens and all that sort of shit. I don't like coming home and then sitting on my laptop all night editing stuff. Maybe I need to employ an editor. Oh, shit, you've got fireworks going off and they're not allowed in your city limits. I'm having one now, Joey. I agree with that too, Morgan. People do act like YouTube's a TV show, not real people. Joey, I'm here for you anytime, you know that. And I'm happy to chat. I'm an absolute, like, I take things so personally. I'm a highly sensitive person. I was saying to my friend Jane, who came down yesterday and we're eating the muffins, there are things that people said to me when I was at school that still haunt me to this day. Oh, that'd be great, Anne Marie. Thank you. Are you an iPhone though, or an Android? Oh, you got a lot of fireworks happening, Sticks. I love your name, Sticks. If I had my time again in YouTube, I would have just had like a one-word name. I just want to edit up my the cooking lives, so they're like in short 20, 30-minute videos for the Shitty Kitty Kitchen channel. So it's just pure cooking. I mean, I don't mind if there's chatter, but like the other day where I was cooking and we were talking about some of the shit that's been happening on YouTube. And if people are coming to that channel just to watch cooking, they probably don't need all the guff. Time Lord, hello. Good to have you, Groover, although I'm wrapping up shortly. But we've all got to here's something we can do to help Joey. Not that I think I'll be in any chats where people are saying she's space monster, but if you are in a chat and that ridiculous story is being spread, can you correct people? I mean, whether they listen or not is, you know, we can't control that. But even if one person stops and goes, oh, maybe they are different people, it'll be worth it. I can't even remember what it was, but great. He's told me my name was too long, so I changed it. Yeah, he has an impact on people with his manners. Your friend called you Sticks and it stuck. It's cute. What have you been up to, Time Lord? It's nice to be back on the tubes a little bit too. And yeah, I'll be back on later. I've set my live for 6, but I might bump it early. I might do it at like 5 or 5:30. It's a soup. It won't take long, but it's apparently amazing. And it's a curried lentil and coconut soup out of Yoshim Ottolenghi's book Single. You've been binging Doctor Who this week. Timely. And the Time Lord appears with his TARDIS. But yeah, so it'll be a simple little soup, and I'm just going to cheat. I bought some of those little dinner rolls that you just pop in the oven and they get really crunchy and yummy, and just put lashings of butter to have with it. Mm-mm-mm. The pre-show fireworks for tonight is over. Tomorrow night will be the finals, but I'll be make sure to give Ollie an anxiety pill beforehand. A pre-show fireworks. Why are they doing that's 2 nights in a row? That's really bad. I am a dork, Morgan. You know that. Mum's okay. I haven't messaged her. I've been a bit glum, of course, but the last time I was chatting with her, she wasn't very well. Doctor Who, I know him. I I slept in the same bed as one of the Doctor Who's in Wales. I mean, not at the same time. Let's clarify that before we go any further. Who was the? Oh, she's still under the weather. Shit. I've got two friends that got like really bad flus, not colds, like 2 months ago, and they're still sick. Jane's one of them. The friend who came down yesterday. I'm like, my God, you still haven't shaken that thing off. Um, who was the Doctor Who, the actor that had the? Oh, Tom Hiddleston. One of the more recent ones. Is that the right name? Tom Hiddleston? How can you heart attack? Well, I went to Wales and I was in Cardiff and I stayed in a hotel called Jules, Jules. And it was a really cute little up and down, like it was, a little upstairs, downstairs. Like it was, I think, maybe 3 or 4 stories max, but like the most incredibly appointed rooms, absolutely beautiful. And it was directly opposite I don't know the name of it now, but it's like a concert hall in Cardiff. Oh, Chris Eccleston, that could be it. Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, might be him. Chris Eccleston, one of the newer ones, tall, skinny guy. Yeah, I'm a Tom Baker generation of. I mean, that's when I first started watching Doctor Who in real time. Was Tom Baker? That's how old I am. Um, yes. So Chris Eccleston, you're John Pertwee. Don't hear that name very often anymore. John Pertwee, bless him. But anyway, I get to this hotel and I'm checking in, and Jules is this gorgeous Welsh dude that owns the hotel. He's named after himself. It also has a restaurant in it. And he said, "Oh, you're in a famous room. You're in the same room that Chris Eccles, or David Tennant." Oh, now I'm getting Confucius. I think it was Chris Eccleston. I don't know. It's just broken 4th of July in New York. Yeah, well, it's getting late on 4th of July. I've got to ring my friend Beck and wish her a happy birthday. Um, anyway, he was one of the latest, the most recent Doctor Who's. Anyway, this Jules dude said, "You're in a famous room because a series of Doctor Who was filmed in Cardiff and Doctor Who slept in your bed." Oh, Will the Rocket, thank you, gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, Canine. Oh, David Tennant's your favourite. It was Chris Eccleston, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Will. You're beautiful and very young. I don't feel it right now, but thank you, gorgeous. Oh, you reminded me. I've got to put something up. I've got a little video of Sunny. I'm going to put up on her Instagram. I've got to edit and put some music under it. Well, no music. It's her getting a head massage in bed and purring her head off like a little demon. So cute. So many Time Lords. Exactly, Time Lord. So yeah, I slept in the same bed, but apparently they were filming Doctor Who there for 6 weeks or something, and he that was his hotel room. And the biggest, loudest thunderclap and lightning storm I've ever experienced in my life took place in Cardiff that night. It was really, really creepy. But the window, we had like a little window seat, and I grabbed the blanket off the bed, the little throw ruggy thing, and wrapped myself up in that and sat in this little window watching this amazing storm. But the whole building shook with the thunder. It was like right overhead, and it just absolutely pissed down. Pissed down. That's so awesome. It was his own private hotel room before acting. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was where they lived while they were filming. But I'm pretty certain more action would have happened in the bed with him being in it than when I was in it. Apart from me watching this amazing thunderstorm, I had 2 nights in that hotel, and it pissed down both nights. But the first night, it was actually so the thunder was so loud it woke me up. It was nothing like the thunderstorms here are pretty beautiful to watch because they're all off in a distance, but this was like right overhead and it was just crazy loud. And thank you again, Mandy Hall, for your little super chat. That was so sweet. Thank you. Oh, you're following Sunny now? Oh, I meant to say too, Anne Marie, not only the sweet potato thing you did in your video, but also I spotted Dennis cruising around the kitchen. I was like, oh my God, there's Dennis. You've got your own little shitty kitty kitchen happening. Yeah, I love a good thunderstorm too, but this one was crazy. I mean, it was beautiful. That's why I got up and sat rugged up in the window, like in a little window seat thing. Fucking raining down for you at the moment, Time Lord. Oh shit, Morgan. We had the best thunderstorm in Mexico, but then it flooded and cars were getting swept away with people. And holy shit. That went from the best to the worst thunderstorm. Fuck. We had floods here a few years ago with cars going down the street, but nobody was in them. They were just parked cars that got picked up and swept away. It was crazy. Hobart's the driest capital, second driest capital in Australia after Adelaide. Like we do not get a lot of rain, despite all the greenery. We definitely don't get a lot of rain down where I am. I mean, we buy water here to fill up our tanks. Thank you, Scout. Well, I'll be live on Traces of Nuts and the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. I think I'm just going to go live on both of them for a while and try to encourage people to come over to the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. I was going to stop cooking on Traces of Nuts from the 1st of July, but I'm like, well, I've built a channel. Like, I should still do a bit of everything on there. And then I'll just gradually edit the videos over on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. I'll still do videos and short things over there too, but I might film these salmon and egg and rice things that I do in puff pastry because they've got like a caper butter sauce and they're delicious. Rain and cold, but you have fire. Good on you. It's only 10 degrees here today and there's no sun, so it's pretty grim. Might do a quick swing by the beach. Go and see what's happening at the surf beach, and then I'll head home and give my friend Beck a call. Sing her happy birthday. And it's my niece Lily's birthday tomorrow. And then next weekend in Adelaide, I'll be celebrating my friend Georgie's 50th. Lots of July birthdays for me. It's also my sister and brother-in-law's birthdays in July. Sister-in-law and brother-in-law. I'll go home and Sunny might actually get off my bed so I can make it. And then, yeah, some campfire cooking. Well, I've got a fire pot. I keep finding, what did I find the other day? And I thought, oh, that'd be fun to do down at the fire pot. But I want to get like a grill thing. I could use one of the ones off my barbecue. But, like do a pot of mussels or something over the flames. Like, I might see if one of the grills out of my barbie fits in my fire pot. Sweet dreams, Will. Love you, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, your birthday next weekend too. Are you the 11th as well, Morgan, or are you the 10th? Which day are you? Because if you're the same day as Georgie, that'd explain why I love you. Yeah, hopefully Will gets to sleep. The fireworks are full on. Oh, the Circle of Life donut van. I'm not stopping there. Oh, you're the 10th. Okay, well, Georgie's the 11th. So, yeah, Georgie's turning the big 5-0. And Crystal's the 20th. July, it's crazy. Crazy for birthdays. Happy early birthday to both of you. Well, not both of you, all of you. There's a lot of so yes, happy birthday to all of you. I'm actually flying on the 10th. I'll try to remember, Morgan, to wish you a happy one, but in case I don't, I'm doing it now. Happy birthday. Same for you, Crystal. And who was the other one? Is it Crystal? Who's the 20 chat's moving and you're the 17th, 6. Well, look, happy fucking birthday to all of you. In fact, happy birthday to everyone whose birthday is in August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and June as well. I really think we should just all, every day that you're alive should be like a birthday, I think. We'll just go down to the beach for a quick second. I'll end this live. Thanks for hanging out with me, Groovers. I might see some of you a bit later in the Shitty Kitty kitchen for a bit of soup. It's not the most exciting thing to cook, but it's apparently deliciousness. And then I'll have my soup and watch MasterChef. My friend Scott isn't in MasterChef anymore, guys. They had a double elimination last week, and he was one of the two. But Sabina from Tasmania is still in it. It's getting to the pointy end, and then it starts. Woo-hoo! Bring it the fuck on. I love Survivor, and especially Australian Survivor. You love MasterChef Sticks? Yeah, I've been a bit sad that Scott got eliminated because he is a lovely friend and he's such a beautiful boy, and he got booted because his fish was slightly overcooked, which sucked because the other person I think had fucked up. Like, if you've got a challenge on MasterChef and you're supposed to make an ingredient the hero of the dish, and the judges say this was nice, but you didn't hero the ingredient, and then the other person did hero it, but their fish was overcooked, I think the person that didn't hero the ingredients the one that should have gone. Yeah, so Scotty's gone. Not a big swell down here today, but isn't it beautiful? I love this beach so much. Give you a bit of a look down there. So you look at that. 10 degrees. You're so cute. Oh, don't end the broadcast just yet, Tori. Thank you, Scout. You're so lovely. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and especially Joey. I'm here for you anytime. We all are. But I think if she's so good at doing ads, she's amazing. Yeah, if anyone does happen to be in any chats where people are saying that Joey is Space Monster, just feel free to correct them. They probably won't believe you, but have a crack, TV. I don't have like free to air TV. I have to stream everything from the TV channel's website, and then I cast it out onto my from my phone out onto my TV screen. I've only got like a smart TV. It is beautiful down here, Sticks. I love it. But yeah, if we can all help get the word out that Joey is not Space Monster, if you do happen, I don't really hang out in those channels, so um, I might make a bit of an effort to. But I'm really sorry that it's affecting Joey the way it is, and I don't know what advice to give other than I don't know why I don't let it bother me anymore. I think I just realized that, everyone on YouTube is a player. It's kind of a game now. And it used to bug me, but I can't get personally affected by it. There's stuff happening in my life, like, losing another beautiful friend last week gives you perspective again. And, YouTube, if you're going to play on it, just treat it like a bit of a game and entertainment. And I do get why Joey's affected, because it's affected me before. I'd be lying if I said it hasn't. And there's plenty of other people that I love dearly that I've met from YouTube that have been very badly affected by stuff that's happened on YouTube as well. But the only advice I can give is always look at the source. And if the source isn't somebody that you're close with or connected to or have any kind of relationship with, even if it is literally a mucking around on YouTube sort of relationship, then you've got to decide if it's worth it affecting you or not. I know for a fact that a video was done about me last week and I was called a bitch in it. And probably a year ago, I would have fallen apart and just gone, what the fuck? But I had to consider the source and their problems and not let it bother me. Not get angry about it, not get hurt about it. Just go, well, fuck them. That's what they do. And the person who made that video took it down before I saw it, but I heard about it and I'm not happy about it. Okay, Plumi, I'm not going to mention anything about MasterChef. I don't know what's happening. I mean, tonight I'll be watching it again, but I won't talk about what I mentioned just before. I agree, though. There are some really lovely people that counter all the assholes on YouTube. There's more assholes than good people, but I think the good people all hang out here and on all of our little channels. So, but yeah, I had a very vicious video made about me and another creator who I don't even know why they got thrown in the mix, but I had to consider the source. And it was like, well, nobody takes that person seriously. They're famous for doing this sort of shit, and they don't have a reputation for being, a reputable source of information, or their opinions are not taken seriously. So that was how I processed it. And I don't know, Joe, if you're still listening or not, but try not to let it get to you. Think about the source. And I know for a fact that if you talk about anyone on YouTube, you will get backlash, whether even if you're trying to do something funny. Like I suspect Hartley will end up being reamed for just doing funny little videos, like previous channels that used to just do funny little things and then got caught up in all the drama. But back when they were trying to be funny little channels, and sometimes they were not funny at all, but they still got reamed. But love you heaps, Joey Wilson, and I understand what bugs you. And I don't know if I can say anything else that will help you, but that's the way I handle it, because I used to get very upset, or it would affect my anxiety. And then I just paired it back to the advice my mum gave me when I was a little kid, when kids were being assholes, mum would say, well, they're mean to everybody. Of course your turn was going to come. Do you want to be their friend in real life? No, mum. Well, then don't let it bother you. But it does bother. I mean, I'm a highly sensitive person. Shit does bother me, but I'm learning. I'm learning now. I choose. So yeah, I'm sorry that you're feeling sad at the moment, Joey, and I'm here for you if you need me. I just don't know if I can say anything that'll help you feel better. But if I can, I'll try. Yeah, the little puppy. A few people down on the beach going for walks all rugged up. There's one brave surfer out there. Yeah, exactly. Play me. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. People will look for something to run with or just make their own fake story. Exactly. Exactly. It's YouTube has its own set of rules, and how we all act and behave in our real lives doesn't seem to impact a lot of people on YouTube. They go well above and beyond anything they would do in their real lives, and they think it's all perfectly fine. And the other thing is they have subscribers all cheering it on. It's a very weird place, YouTube, which is why I've just decided to keep an eye on some clip channels for a bit of a chuckle and just go off into other little corners of YouTube and discover all sorts of fun things because there's heaps of great shit happening on YouTube. Get out of the dive bar, everybody, and head out to that gin bar on top of that roof with the amazing view. I'm bailing groovers. Have a beautiful Sunday. I might see some of you this afternoon in the Shitty Kitty kitchen. Thanks for hanging out with me. There was something else I wanted to say. Just stay groovy, everybody. Thank you, Mandy, again for the super chat. That was really sweet. Thank you so much. But yeah, I love you guys, and just try to remember YouTube's a place where we can all have a bit of fun and look after each other and look out for each other. And if you have any more expectations of YouTube than that, you're going to always be disappointed. I'll give Sunny everybody's love, that spoiled little floof. She will appear from the bedroom with bed hair, no doubt, demanding some kind of snack or treat. One thing you didn't talk about, I mentioned MasterChef in this live. Just, I know two people that are in this series. So if you're a bit behind in MasterChef viewing, if you're up to speed, you'll already know what I was talking about, Plumey Plumey. But if you're behind, did you see the double elimination episode? You know, Sabina and Scott. Me too. Okay, yeah, well, I won't say anything. But that's, yeah, so don't rewind this live. Episode 49? Huh? 49? There have been 49 episodes? Well, maybe they have. Oh, that seems like a lot. But yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying don't rewind a bit because you'll know something if you do. You'll try to stay up for the shitty kitty call. I know you're from the Netherlands, Plumey Plumey. Every time I see you, I feel like eating oliebollen. I might bring the shitty kitty kitchen a bit earlier because I can have the soup a bit later. I can make it and then reheat it for dinner. I don't know. Depends how long Beck and I chat. We sometimes, it is her birthday, she'll be busy, but sometimes we get an opportunity to chat for a while. So, but I don't want to do it at 6. I'll try and do it a bit earlier than that. And it'll be a static camera. I'll just use my phone with a little tripod. next to the stove top, so it won't be very riveting viewing. But it's a really yummy soup, apparently. So come on in and say good day. All right, Groovers, you all be good out there. Correct people if they're making, if they're alleging that Space Monster and Joey Wilson are the same person. If they're too stupid to spend 10 minutes watching each of them doing something live on each of their channels to see that they're not the same person, it really says so much about them. But yeah, love you, Groovers. Take care. Oh, I feel like having a nap. I'll see you all a bit later. Bye, everyone.